Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another amazing episode on the Unleashing Potentials podcast. I'm your host, Bernadette, and joining me today is returning champion, Cathy. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much for coming back on the podcast.
Thanks for having me. It's great.
You're welcome. So, Cathy, for people who haven't seen your episode, can you tell us a little bit more about you and what is it that you do and how do you do it?
I'm an author, and I started out by writing children's books.
Mm.
I wanted to help children to express their emotions and learn little tricks and techniques so that when they get older, they can use those, fall back on them naturally. And during that process, I discovered that the parents are needing support, and for all children, but especially neurodivergent children. And so I researched and I took courses and I did as much talking to families with neurodivergent children. And I put together this book, just simple techniques to help them out and ease their frustrations.
Mhm, mhm.
And I love doing that. And then I coach the parents, and I've mentored children like autistic children.
Yeah, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing. So what made you go into that line of work that you're doing?
Well, it was a tragic event actually occurred and jolted me into this. My friend's son took his life, and I couldn't figure out what to do, and I stayed up all night. And when I am like that, I have to write. That's my way of getting my emotions out. So I started writing, and I came up with the techniques to help the children to express their emotions, right? Hoping that they will, uh, this book will help when they're teenagers,
Mm,
and my other books too. And so that's what jolted me into it. And then I
mhm.
just kept carrying on and carrying on. And I just love being there for children.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing. I'm sorry that happened, and
Mhm.
you're doing incredible work based on of what happened. And oftentimes, when we're going through situations like that, it's guiding us to do something with what we've been through and experiencing. So I'm so honored to see that you're doing that.
Yes, it's like taking the pain and turning it into passion.
Yes.
And on this, I call it a mission because
Mm.
it's not even in my control anymore. It's something I have to do. It's not whether I want to or need to. It's just something that it's like a train. It's moving in that direction as much as I can. So I feel like I was meant to do this and help children as much as I can.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. For those who don't know, what is the term neurodivergent?
It's a broad term, including autism, ADHD, anxiety. It's not only a broad term, but it's a spectrum, and it includes a lot of different um, neurodivergent
Mhm.
thinking, like how the brain works. So
Yeah.
they say that they're different, but really, aren't we all?
Yeah.
In my opinion, where we all have a little bit, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what that covers.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. So is this your second book that's gonna be coming out, or how many
This is
books do
my
you have?
this is my first
Oh, your first.
book for parents and caregivers. The other ones were for the children. So this is my first book, and I've had requests already to make one for like
Yeah,
teenagers. So
yeah.
maybe that will be my next one.
Yeah, that's awesome. So give me a glimpse of what's in the kid book. What lessons are the kids learning versus what the parents are gonna be learning?
In the children's book, it's just there for fun. but they teach how to love yourself, how to accept and include everybody, and how to be proud of what you do, no matter what your differences are.
Yeah.
You should be who you are. Just keep being who you are. And in the adult book, Discovering the BELLYFLIES method, and the subtitle is Give Your Neurodivergent Child a Voice.
Mm.
That has techniques in it that are simple techniques to go to when you're feeling frustrated or your child is feeling frustrated, and because you really need to be there for them when they're having a hard time.
Yeah.
So it kind of brings the frustration level down and makes it easier to navigate different
Yeah.
um, different days, different moments.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's like speaking a different language, but you're teaching people how to speak it.
Right, that's right. I find that the reason that a lot of people aren't accepted are just because it's us or it's the other people who aren't aware. So I kind of want to bring awareness to everybody and say, this person's not different. They're different than you.
Mm.
You know, that like everybody else is they're different than you. So accept them and believe in them. So my belly flies book is the belly flies word is butterflies in your tummy.
Mm.
That's how it started. That's my first children's book was belly flies.
Yeah.
And so this is the belly flies method. And each letter from belly flies is an acronym for like B is for believe.
Mhm.
So for parents, believe in yourself, believe in your child, and help your child to believe in themselves.
Mhm.
And then it goes on to S at the end for sensitive, and be sensitive that everybody's different, and be aware of your child's challenges and strengths and their sensitivities. So
Yeah.
it's going to be coming with charts and coaching to help out in these times.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. I love that you're helping parents because I think as parents, all of us have done it where we put so much pressure and expectation on ourselves to be better than we're already doing when we're already doing fine. I've done
Yeah,
it.
amazing. Yeah,
I've
you're
caught
doing
myself
amazing.
doing it.
Yeah,
How can your book and techniques teach parents that they are enough and they're doing enough for their kids and they're doing the best that they can?
that's right there. Um, some of the techniques like F is for focus, and that's an acronym, focus on calm until settled. And so I imagine just holding your child, sitting down and taking a picture that you love and just focus on it until everything's settled down. And so not only does that help the child, but it helps the parent too to relax, and it helps the connection.
Yeah.
This isn't always appropriate for each child. Every child is so different that some of these techniques won't work, or they'll work sometimes, or they'll work 1 minute and not the next.
Yeah.
um, but to just to take a breath and believe, you're doing a great job.
Mhm.
The situation's not a great situation, but that will pass and we'll get through this together. But you know, parents are amazing. I just
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't think that when I was a parent of little ones, but now I'm looking back and thinking, wow.
Yeah. 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 Thank you for sharing. What would you say to school boards, communities, even doctors, if I may go that far with it, because I think it's under one umbrella that we raise a child together. It's a community. And
It
I think
is.
when everyone's speaking the same language, um, we can better help kids.
I in the book I refer a lot to this being for parents and caregivers,
Mm.
um, and being teachers, the caregivers, everybody. And I just address that uh, when they leave home, they may act different because they have different people to act towards, but you're still the caregiver and you still need to know the tips and techniques that work for them
Mhm.
or that have worked for them. And the doctors and therapists and the school board and the babysitter and everybody should know this is what happened today and this is how we resolved it. And even if it's just having time, sometimes people just need time, to settle themselves with.
Mhm.
So yeah, I agree with you. It's totally an umbrella of everybody helping to raise a child. And I
Yeah.
think that's really a good way to put it.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you
Mhm.
for sharing. How would you say we can validate kids that are having big emotions, I call it? Because at times, some parents, they may say, stop crying, stop doing that, stop doing this, stop doing that. This is not true. This is not happening. And they just shut down everything
Right.
that's supposed to come up for that child to experience.
Well, the BELLYFLIES method, BELLYFLIES itself, describing the emotions, is a good way to use that word. So when a child comes home and they don't know what's wrong, they just know that something's not right. They can say, "I have belly flies," or "Do you have belly flies today?" Yes. Where do you feel it? Where do you feel the belly flies? In your head, in your stomach, maybe in your chest? What do they feel like?
Mhm.
Oh, what color do you imagine they are? And are they prickly or are they bubbly or like? And they can just it kind of opens up the communication to discuss what happened during that day because they don't. It may be a look they got. It may be nothing true that really made them feel like somebody may not have even called them a name or anything, but
Mhm.
once you communicate, you work that in and you work through there and listen and put down the phone and be in their world. You know, be them as a little child going to school in a big, a big environment.
Mhm.
So I really feel, and I had a lot of feedback about this. Sometimes the child will say, "Mommy, do you have belly flies?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, it really works. It's a technique that helps the child to communicate without knowing what they want to say.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Because even as adults, I think we don't know a lot of times why we feel a certain way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Connecting to schools, I know for most kids, leaving their safe space at home and going to another space where, especially if they're new to that environment, everything is new, new faces, routine and structured. And I think for my kids, I can speak when they get home, that's when they can let go and be themselves and breathe.
Yes. Oh, that's for sure. I would just say to my kids, what surprised you today? What made you smile today? And it's not like thinking about, okay, what work did I have to do today? It's just think, oh yeah, well, so and so did this and it made me smile. And then I would bring it up to, did anything make you angry today? Just
Yeah.
as curious, not as a dwelling on different emotions, but just curious. And it's like letting them tell a story. And whether it's true or not, it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. Like that's how they vision the world, or it's how they vision like if they say like a big monster came into our classroom,
Mhm.
it could be the principal or something like that. So
Yeah.
listening to them and listening to their um the way they communicate and
Mhm.
understanding how they're communicating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So do you have anything else coming up that is tied to your book that's going to be released soon? Well, November, right? You mentioned your
Pardon
book?
me?
Your book? You said you have a
Yeah.
book coming out?
Yes. I kind of lost connection a little bit.
Oh,
But
no worries.
yes, so my book, Discovering the BELLYFLIES Method, Giving Your Neurodivergent Child a Voice, is coming out November 4th. Hopefully that's the date, but even if it's another time in November, I'm very excited about it.
Yeah.
I'm doing coaching on the method,
Mhm.
and I'm offering a free 15-minute chat and to see if how I can help them with the BELLYFLIES method.
Mhm.
Um, I'll be making charts up that you can just put on your fridge to identify emotions and
Mhm.
BELLYFLIES method itself.
Yeah.
So it's a very exciting time right now for me.
Yeah, that sounds really exciting. Do you know where your book is going to be available at for people?
It will be in Amazon, and it will be also through me,
Oh,
because I like to write things, little notes in the book.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
if that's what you prefer, I do, then you can get it through me.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, and I think there's different stores too that sell it, but I'm not sure exactly the names of them.
Yeah, that's exciting. Do you think you'll do book signings? And I don't know if you have a podcast or have thought about something that's connected to you speaking more and having parents in, or just to share.
I do. I would like to have a group of
Mhm.
parents so that they can share with each other and with me, and that if I can help them in any way, I
Mhm.
will be doing book signings and
Nice.
readings, and trying to help out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to be involved as much as I can.
Yeah, that's so
Mhm.
exciting. Kathy, do you have anything else you're working on?
Well, the charts is my new thing that I'm trying to do,
Mhm.
and I keep developing new charts in my head, so it's it's going on and on.
Yeah.
Um, but no, not at this moment.
Mhm.
It's never ending though. It's never ending. I got so many ideas.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. You're keeping yourself busy.
Oh yes, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with me and my audience?
Um, I like to encourage people to not try to change their children, but to understand them and be in their world. Um, if they have a hamburger that has lettuce on the top and the bottom instead of a bun, that's
Yeah.
okay. Like, you don't have to be the same. And I think we're brought up in such a strict society that things have to be the same way. Everybody has to do this the same way. And why? When they are born thinking a different way,
Mhm.
what is wrong with that?
Yeah.
Unless it's hurting them, obviously, or hurting someone else. But if it's a safe thing
Mhm.
and just different, that's okay.
Yeah.
And you know what? I want to tell your audience that you are doing a great job, and be proud of yourself,
Mhm.
because you're not alone.
Yeah.
So be proud of yourself because you're doing a great job. I mean,
Mhm.
especially if they're listening to your podcast, obviously they care,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's huge.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for sharing. Where can people find you, connect with you?
My so I have um the bellyfliesmethod.com. They can go into that.
Mhm.
Or Cathy at the bellyfliesmethod.com is my email.
Mhm.
Contact me. I would be happy to help in any way I can. And we can have a session, or I'm coaching, and I haven't got to doing the group coaching yet, but
Mhm.
yeah, I think that's the next thing.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
exciting. That's exciting. Yeah, I can't wait to see more of what you're about to do and come back on the podcast anytime to share. But
Oh, thank
before
you.
I wrap up this episode, I think I have three questions. I want to
Okay.
give you a last chance if you have anything else you may want to share, any other advice you may want to share.
Um, I like to say that everything's trial and error, and so don't give up.
Mm,
It's if it doesn't work one day, maybe it'll work the next day.
yeah,
And yeah, just know that you're not alone. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for sharing. Next question for you is, what is the meaning of life for you?
Helping people,
Mm,
especially helping children.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that I don't and love. Huge, huge, huge. Love, love, love. Love and kindness everywhere.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's awesome. Thank you. Well, Cathy, thank you so much for coming on the podcast today. Thank you for sharing. Can't wait
Thank
to
you.
see your book and dive into it.
Oh, great. Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome.